Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Janie, and this will be a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you don't know much about tarot, there are several rules here. I'll start with the fact that this is not a private reading. This is for a huge collective of people, so it's possible that it just won't be your reading. Sometimes they don't resonate, other times they do. It's just the natural order of things here. So only take a reading if it really is suiting your life, and just discard it if it isn't. No reason to get offended or confused. There is also no gender because it's a huge collective. So although King, Queen, Emperor, Empress, the sex or gender may resonate, it doesn't have to. It's really more about a personality style that the card describes. And I'll definitely make sure you know who we're talking about. If you'd like to book a personal, the information's in the description of the video. If you'd like to become a member to get deals on that, or check out a whole bunch of members-only content, all that information is in the membership tab of the channel, or you can hit the join button below. It'll explain everything. Any extended readings that I do, you'll find in there. I do members-only readings, members-only live chats, a whole bunch of members-only content that's just like random and whatever I feel like is helpful at the time. I do mental health information, and we do tarot lessons. So if that's something you're interested in, check it out. And if you're a reader and you want to go live with me, you just have fun, promote your channel a little bit, hit me up. Email's in the description. And guys, I don't care if you have 4 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers. It's supposed to be fun. Let's do it. But seriously, if you only have 4 subscribers, bitch, you better do it. Like, you better. No, I'm kidding. But it really would be helpful. It's just a random number that I threw out there, but maybe for somebody that resonates. So I'm just pulling a random situation here. We'll clarify everything with the tarot, and in the end I'll grab some advice. Okay, so we have Inner Warrior. I am powerful. My spirit is strong and resilient. I overcome any challenge that I face. My inner warrior is brave. We have Dirty Offer and Fishing for Comments. And nothing will come of this situation, void of course, Moon. The overall energy is Justice, Libra energy. I have the Knight of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Six of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is what I'm getting, right? I feel like there's somebody specific that you have history with that you want the truth from. Like, I feel like you don't, like, this person, they're coming in with an apology. You get what I'm saying? But I don't think they actually are trying to clarify anything here. Now, I think the challenge here for some of you is being alone. This is what I want to say, is that, like, you know, some of you had like an issue in a romantic relationship, I want to say, that resulted in confusion, you know, not having the answers that you need to move forward. Like, I think somebody really they don't want the truth to come out. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think that they're coming at you here with the Knight of Cups. They're, maybe apologizing for not talking to you for a little bit or for cutting you off in the past or something like that. But what they're not doing is bringing the justice that you're looking for, the balance that I think you just want the fucking truth from somebody, but that's not what you're going to get. And it's not. Like, when as soon as it's like, here's the thing, is like, say that somebody a while back just stopped talking to you, and it's because you started questioning them about some shit, right? And they come back around and they're talking to you again, and you're expecting that they're finally going to tell you the truth about what happened here. But they're not. They're just trying to get their way back in and still kind of leave things as they are, like, with you still having questions. So I feel like you have to actually, like, dig for the truth here with this, like, fishing for comments. Like, I feel like it's not literally fishing for comments. I feel like it would be like, in order to get the truth out of a person, you have to, like, pick them apart. They won't just tell you what it is. And that shit sometimes might end up even more confusing. Like, maybe in the past, you are consistently trying to, like, pull or extract the truth from someone in all kinds of little manipulative ways just to get the fucking truth. And here they are again, and they still don't have that for you. The problem is that you're still deeply emotionally attached to this person. Like, I think that you really have this very strong emotional bond to them. There's definitely a lot of history here. A lot of memories. For some of you, don't understand what happened here. It's like you could have literally known this person your whole life. You know what I mean? Like, you've known them forever. There's just no reason that they can't just tell, they know you. There's just no reason that they cannot tell you what the hell is going on with them. Well, what if I told you that some people, they actually like that? They just like to see people confused and messed up over them. It could be something like that, because I feel like the average person, if they plan to come back around and they know that all you wanted was the truth, they would understand that coming around would mean having to clarify. But this Nine of Pentacles is a challenge for you. This is somebody you actually find it hard to say no to. This is somebody that, you didn't want to be free from. So this is complicated. And I feel like they are a schmoozer. You know what I mean? They come in and they really know how to kiss your ass and charm you. But they're not going to clear up the past. They may make it even, you might think it. If a person comes in and the two of you haven't talked for a while and everything got left up in the air, and they come in and they're like, hey, I really want to get together and have a couple of drinks. You may think we're finally going to have that conversation. Even if you have the conversation, I feel like, there's just everything's still up in the air. You're still not getting the answers that you are looking for or the absolute truth that you're seeking here. Literally, nothing is going to come of this. Okay, so why don't you tell me the truth then? Tell me the truth. Four of Cups, the Magician, Virgo, Gemini energy, the Six of Wands. Got the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Behind that is the Sun and Death. The Ace of Cups. What have I told you? Like I said, this is a person who gets easily bored in relationships and they play fucking games. This all was a game. They're not going to tell you where they've been at, what they've been doing. Why would you be obsessed with them if you had that information? Plus, I think whatever the truth is, is that they definitely were doing something they weren't supposed to be doing. They definitely went over there and continued to do it. It's like I said, what if I told you some people get off on this shit? It strokes their ego. But I feel like this person has a bit of a pattern where like they get into something, they get people's feelings completely involved. Because the Knight of Cups will make you fall in love with him for no damn reason at all. Because he's still a knight. He's going to keep it moving. You know? He's going to come in, but he's going to keep it moving. You know, it's not a completely, this is not a King of Cups. This is a Knight of Cups, you know. But very charming. And that's the problem. You know, like I think that this person, they know they have this talk too. So this is the thing is like maybe you don't realize that you're dealing with someone who only gets off on being able to manipulate someone. You know what I mean? Like that's why they left before, right? You started to call them out on some shit. You started to pick up some patterns. You started to ask some questions. They didn't deal with that at all, did they? Probably if you were to check in with a couple of other people in their life, that is just their pattern. They're not going to deal with the conflict. They want what they want in the moment, and they're going to do what the hell they want outside of that. And in between, they're going to play these little games with people to keep them in their freaking orbit. You know what I mean? Like, you really got to think about these kinds of traits and the things that people will do. Because what I'm seeing here, and I'm going to keep it real, you know, and I don't, this is my channel. We don't take this shit lightly here. This is classic, just personality disorder, or like, I want to say disorganized attachment issues, where there was a classic discard here. You know, when people discard you, they don't break up with you properly. You know what I mean? They don't tell you, you know, that they're leaving you or something. No, there's just somebody else, and all of a sudden you don't fucking exist anymore. You start getting less and less and less and less and less of their time, and you can't get the truth. And then when shit stops working out, they try to come back around. They need to keep their supplies. You see? So you see how you're still a little bit attached? The challenge here is this 9 of Pentacles. To be by yourself, to be without this person, to go do it on your own, you know? They know that if they stay gone too long, that you'll end up in that energy and they can't just suck you back in, you know? They know this, though. You're not understanding how, like, you know, sly this person is, you know? They know what you want, too. They know that you want the truth. They know that. They're not, and they know the way back in is because you want that truth. I feel like I did a reading like this sometime last year. It had to be last year, but it was on the other channel. So it's, you know, some of you may not have even seen that. I deleted that channel now. It had way more subscribers, but it wasn't monetized, and people were getting confused between the two. But either way, the why. How fucked up the why can really make you. You know, like when we break up with somebody and that shit doesn't make sense, and we sit around and we just keep questioning why, as if we're just going to come up with some kind of answer, and we never just make it clear because they're a douche flute. You know, because they're a dick. that's why, you know. We never just make it that. We try to figure out, what did I do wrong? You know? But that is how this type of person operates. That is manipulation. You can't figure out what the hell went wrong. So obviously you did something to the point where this person's not even going to talk to you. They clearly cut you off, and you can't figure out what you did. So you're over here sick and obsessed. And just before you get over it, just before you let them go, they slide back in. And you know what they do when they're doing this? Probably breadcrumbing that other person, because things are kind of going funky. So they're starting to just kind of get rid of them. They'll completely discard them if you're going to take them back for a little bit. But just, you got to know this is a pattern, a pathology. It's not going to end. It's not going to stop, you know? So you can have them, but it's for a little bit of time until that somebody else is about to fall out of this orbit. Do we need advice? Eight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the King of Cups, Temperance at the bottom. Sagittarius energy. I don't know why when I just looked at this card and I was thinking like knight in shining armor, but like a douchebag in tinfoil. I'm sorry. For some of you, this is definitely a Scorpio or a Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini person, but they're a mess. You just got to walk away from them because they're going to remain inconsistent. The trick here is that you have to control your own emotions and really balance things out yourself. You don't, it's like, here's the thing. What is really reconciliation, right? Is when two people can sit down and talk about the problem and work it out. That's not happening here. So you have to, you're going to have to really be in control of your emotions here, not let this person pull you back into this. I feel like it's also saying to pay attention to the peace that you've had while this person's been gone. Sure, this toxic urge to have them in your life, but at the same time, your actual surroundings. Because I'm going to tell you what you did, right? Because I know what people do after this kind of abuse, and that's what this is. You isolated. Sure, it was agonizing, right? Emotionally. But there was no riffraff around you, right? There's no stimuli, there's nothing extra crazy going on. You don't have to worry about getting screamed at or, treated like shit or trying to chase this person around and figure out who they're with and what they're doing. None of that's going on. Just that sensation in your stomach that somebody did you fucking filthy. And why would they do that? They loved you. Get rid of the why. Just get rid of the why. Sometimes people are, like I said, a douchebag in tinfoil. It just doesn't. Yeah, I don't know what you were expecting. I think somebody's trying to come back in, but they've showed you who you are. You just have to be strong enough to really maintain that. I already saw who you are. And when you're coming back in, you're not giving me any clarification. You're just kissing my ass and trying to be all around me. This is somebody who probably would say shit like they really missed you, they really loved you, and then try to even flip. I feel like this person would probably flip it on you. Well, this is why I left. I just felt like things were getting really bad between us and you just didn't want me anymore. Or I thought, it's half of maybe sometimes y'all need to listen to that. You want the real why? Let whatever this person's projecting at you, let them say it. And then flip it around and understand they're actually talking about themselves. I left you because I felt like I wasn't in love with you anymore, or like I didn't like you anymore, or I just kind of wanted to, They're going to basically be blaming you, but at the same time, it's really how they were thinking and feeling at that time. So if you can understand projection, they are giving you answers, but they're not giving it to you the way you're asking for it. And that's real shit. If somebody can't give you the truth and give you a genuine apology, you don't need them in your fucking life because they're just going to bring more and more problems. Okay, bye.